Fam, thank you for choosing to watch this episode of Mind the Mic podcast. Before we get into it, though, I need you to hit subscribe. And not just me, the whole Mind the Mic podcast family needs you to. Maddie, Uncle Pete, Stu, Leka, and of course myself, Shubz, and anybody else that's on board by the time you watch this video, we need you to hit subscribe. If it's your first time here, I understand if you're a bit reserved and you're like, I don't know, watch the video and after subscribe if you want to. But if you're here and you're watching all the time, subscribe. It's not that hard. All you got to do is, if you're watching on your TV, you're like, I can't subscribe, I don't have an account. You have a phone, don't you? I know you have a phone in your hand right now. Grab the phone, create a YouTube account. It takes a couple minutes, and then you can subscribe. And when you do that too, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time we put up a new episode. I asked this of you because we put in so much time. We've done hundreds of episodes. We plan on doing thousands more with as many amazing people as we can. But we need you to subscribe, fam. Big love to everybody that's been watching. Big love to everybody that's been supporting and anybody that's just arrived. I hope you enjoy the journey, enjoy the episode, and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host, Shubz, here with a ultra marathon weapon. Ultra marathon runner Sam Harvey. You might have seen him around the traps, but the bro is out the gate with the stuff he can do to put his body through. So we're going to get into a little bit of that, but I just want to thank the bro for giving us his time and the opportunity to share a bit of his story. Cheers, brother. How's things?
Yeah, good, my man. But beat up. Had a big race over the weekend. And
what was that one?
It was a backyard ultra, last man standing race in Christchurch, and I won that in 308 kilometers and 46 hours, and I'm all sorts of beat up. So we've started on Saturday morning at 7:30, and we finished on Monday morning at like 5:30 or something.
Far up. Where did the whole passion for this start? Because have you just been running all your life?
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Running from my problems. Yeah. No, I always been in sport. More or less. And then, I guess I've always wanted to be a professional athlete. And I guess probably had a lot of people not believe in me, and
let's go.
Chasing that dream was kind of like my fuck you, you won't tell me. You won't tell me what I can do. I'll show you what I can do. So a lot of proving people wrong, and then I don't know. I've played around with a lot of sports, and then
like what, brother? What were you into?
Rugby, boxing, triathlon, mountain biking, surfing. You name it. Like I was having a crack at everything really, and I was around about 2017. I started getting into the running a wee bit, and then 2021 I ran my first ultra marathon above 200 kilometers, and I've kind of been focusing on that ever since.
How long have those been around for, brother? Like the one that you did just on the weekend?
The backyard ultra or last man standing format, it's only really been a thing since 2011, so just over a decade.
Not
but
that
it's
long.
the fastest growing kind of running category in the world.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people doing it now, and more people in 2023 ran 100 miles in the backyard ultra format than in any other 100-mile format of racing in 24 hours. So yeah.
Wow, there you go. Hey? And how does that whole setup work, brother? The backyard ultra, because it's just so it's
a 6.7 kilometer loop.
Yeah,
and it's set up over whatever terrain. Might be an out and back on a road. It might be a forest. Might be mountains. Who knows? 6.7 kilometer loop, and you've got 1 hour to run that. and you start on the hour. Every hour, you complete that loop and return back to the base. And if you get back to base in less than an hour, then the rest of the time is yours to eat, sleep, drink, whatever you need to do. But then you need to be in the starting box at the start of the next hour. And if you're not there at the start of the next hour, you get kicked off the course. If you take longer than an hour to complete a loop, you get kicked off the course, and you just continue doing that until there's only one person left. So it might go for 24 hours. It might go for 110 hours. So that's kind of the chaotic bit about it, is you never know when it's going to be done. And so, yeah, the unknowing factor undoes a lot of people, because, yeah, it's a lot to deal with sometimes.
Yeah, I bet by that. You know, like the one on the weekend that you did, how far, like, before you did the last one finish?
Like,
because you took that out, right? The one you did on the weekend? Yeah, like, so how many more loops before you did the other one?
So that's the bit, is you can only continue running so long as there are two people in the race.
Oh, okay.
So you can't just beat everybody and then keep on looping and looping and looping. Otherwise, the world record would be massive. So you've got to at least have two people competing.
Yeah.
And so long as there's two people or more, you'll keep going. Once there's only one person left, that person can only complete one more loop by themselves.
Oh, damn.
And then that's it. And so the person who wins is classed as the finisher, the only person to finish the race, and then everybody else gets a did not finish next to their name. The second place getter, they call them the assist, because the assist gets the winner as far as they got. So yeah, we did 46. Well, I completed 46 loops, 308 kilometers, and Jeremy, who got the assist, he ran out on the 46th loop with me, but he succumbed to fatigue and got lost and wasn't back in time. And so I didn't even have to do an extra loop after that. I'd already completed my loop.
Oh, true. He didn't finish his loop.
46th loop. So yeah.
Wow. True, brother. So, bro, Jeremy, what's it like, brother, in those? Because you're spending a lot of time, like, in the same track. You have a yarn, or like, bit of a yarn to the bro?
Lots of yarns, to the point where you run out of shit to yarn about. It becomes, you just end up running next to your buddies, like, because by the time you've run as many of these races as I have, you know what they do, you know what their wife does, you know how old their wife is, how old their kids are, what school their kids go to, like,
yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, so how about this weather?
True, eh? Wow, right. So the bro's obviously a whipping too, then, though. The bro,
he's a strong boy. He set the within New Zealand record back in November. So his PB is pretty strong. He's done 50 hours, which at the time it put him to like number 2 or number 3 rank in New Zealand.
50 hours. Well, have you done that yet? 50 hours or yeah? Oh, no.
I've done 101.
Oh shit! Never mind. Holy records! 101. Wow.
My high score ranks as 5th in the world by all-time performances.
Who's the number one then? Who's the number one, like, by that standard?
It's a guy called Harvey Lewis. He's a teacher out of the States, and he's 47, and he's just a mad dog.
So how old are you, my brother? If you don't mind me asking.
31.
31. Oh, so far you still got ages to get to the bro's age, because far out.
Easy days, bro. I got hopefully 15 good years of running ahead of me.
Yeah, definitely coming for that top spot, baby. Yes. Where was young Sam Harvey? Where was the bro born? We were born
Christchurch.
Oh yeah. So home. So you ran in home tracks.
Yeah, bro. So this weekend was home turf.
What was the old upbringing like for yourself? You have any siblings?
Yeah, so mum and dad moved us out to the country, out to Rolleston when I was a kid, which is like semi-urban now, but like back then it was a bit farmy. And yeah, it was me and my mum and my dad and my two brothers. They're a bit younger than me, and just country life really. So
true. Were you like cross country whipping to you?
Nah. I was
Not even.
I was a little soft kid. Wasn't that great at sport. Wasn't super fit. Wasn't until I was in kind of like my last year of while I was at high school, I was a bit fit. I was like mad dogs keen on the rugby.
Crusaders, man.
Yeah, hard. But I don't know. Rugby kept me fit, and then just did a lot of running to keep fit for rugby, and then yeah, I guess I got hard after it when I was in my late 20s, and then
you are slaying it, brother, slaying it. But was there like do you remember a moment where you seen like these ultra marathon runners or something, and you're like, bro, that's what I want to be, or that's what I want to do? Was there a moment you can remember, or you just?
Yeah, not really. I was like 2017, 2018. I was like trying to build a brand for myself as a professional athlete, and I wanted my niche to be all the sports, and that's why I was doing heaps of stuff: boxing, rugby, triathlon, and that's all well and good if you're naturally fit and stuff, but you're never going to be a master of any of your crafts. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was in 2018. I ran my first ultra marathon and I won it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is sick. But it was still a good couple of years of progression.
What's considered as an ultra marathon, brother?
Anything longer than a marathon is an ultra marathon.
True.
Yeah, so I ran. Yeah, it was a pretty slow progression. It wasn't like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this full time. It was like 2018. I ran my first 50K. 2000, and I won that. And then
and your first two, wow, you're made for this, cuz straight up.
But then 2019, I did another ultra marathon, and it was 100 Ks. And honestly, that almost killed me. Like I didn't run again for 3 months, and like barely walked for the next few weeks.
Were injured in that?
Yeah, hard.
Like what kind of injuries did you
have? I think I might have broken some bones in my feet, and just real achy and legs not working, and yeah.
But you got the 100 done though? Like you got it done?
Yeah, completed the 100, but not in a pretty way. And then 2020, I did my first 100-mile race, and again that was very ugly. And so it wasn't until 2021 that I went above 200. I did 250 Ks, and I came second to like the best guy in the country. I was like, okay, this is sick. And and so from like 2022, I just started dominating. So it's only really been 2 years now.
Yep. 2 years, and you're already fucking fifth in the world, cuz, in the whole world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, brother. What do you? So, has there been like? When was the last time on these backyards? Have you won all the ones that you've been in the last like couple? Because how I found out about you was through, I don't know if you know Arana Taumata, Freaky Runner, but he's the one that told me about you because he's been on the podcast a few times, and he was just saying like just an awe of you as a human being, but as a machine, and then like, bro, message him, cuz, talk to him, get him on, like that's what he reckons. Yeah. That's why we're sitting here now, cuz I was like, yeah, But you got that dub too, eh? That backyard ultra.
I did.
Where
Yeah,
was
the one that I run with Arana.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was trippy running with him because like he's a big boy. He's carrying a lot of muscle. He's carrying
Yeah,
a
because
lot of
he's still playing. Just edited definitely, but he's still playing because he's still playing a bit of footy. Yeah, I think this is his last year. He's gonna give it away. So yeah, that like big boy, eh? So that's considered a big boy, eh?
That's a hefty amount of meat to be running around with, especially for as long as he's been running with us. So yeah. Nah, my track record. No, I haven't won everything that I've set out to, but
Okay.
I guess I've done like 13 of these last man standing events.
Yeah.
And my track record must be like a 75% win rate, I would think.
Oh, jeez, cuz like how much obviously there's physical conditioning, but like how much of that is up here, cuz like you just got that thing there.
Got that dog in him.
That dog in him, baby. Like straight up, cuz I'm sure there's probably fellas that are just as fit as you, if not fitter, but they just can't do it. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, hard. I mean, I most of the time that I turn up to these races, like I would argue that I am the fittest and the strongest guy there,
right.
but
Yeah.
it's not always. And in the end, it's not always going to be the person who's the fittest or the strongest that wins these last man standing races. It's the person who wants it the most. And I just want it the most. And I'm willing to turn myself inside out to beat anybody.
Fucking inspiring, cuz fucking this game, brother. That's on. Like, where did that come from? Though, did you always have that competitive edge in you, or do you think that developed? Like, or you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a combination of genetics and just having some fuck you gene in me that is always gonna fight and try and prove people wrong. I think there's also a level of my childhood coming into play and just getting bullied at primary school and high school and
maybe bullies are good. yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, make it through.
They're fuel. They're it might suck in the moment, but damn, it gives you something to work with, something to think about when you're training and hating on life, and yeah.
Not a beast. They get drawing that shit, fam, out there. They don't always have to cry about it, man. Use it as fuel. Hey.
Yeah. And then
like everybody be trying to cry now. No, yeah. Okay, no, that's on, brother. I like how you went there too, not just the genetics, but the using the like you said, the fuck you gene in you. But there's plenty of people that get bullied that don't flip it that way, brother. You know what I mean? Yeah. So whatever switch you turned on to do that. I'm not an ultra marathon or anything, brother, but like I'm definitely someone that's driven by people saying I can't do shit always. Yeah, like I'll fucking show you, you bastard. Yeah, that's fucking inspiring, cuz I love that shit. It makes sense why Arana told me to get you on too, cuz yeah. Okay, you're on a mission to be the fastest, or you need to be the number one ultra marathon and whatever else you're trying to do. But I'm on a mission to build the biggest podcast in the world. Sounds crazy, but if we're not shooting for the top, what the fuck are we doing, bro? And everybody that's like, that's stupid. Like, yeah, that's why you're not doing anything, mate. But good on you, cuz. I think it's keep inspiring. Do you talk to like a lot of like do they try to get you into schools and all of that kind of stuff? Or
yeah, hard. So I guess I've just been kicking that can down the road a little bit too long. But yeah, that is natural progression for me is getting into schools and stuff. I am an ambassador for a youth mental health charity here in New Zealand, and they do road shows and workshops and travel to schools and talk to the kids about mental health and all that. And so I literally just met with them last week, and that's something that we're working on. So I'll be going to talking to kids in the pretty near future.
Bro, go talk to the Warriors, cuz. Go talk to the Warriors, cuz. Give them some inspo. I don't know if you're a Warriors fan, but I am hard. And we need a bit of that.
Yeah. Crusaders actually reached out to me to come and talk to their boys last year. That was kind of cool.
Did you?
No, I was overseas,
Okay.
which was lame.
Yeah.
Because
Next year, you know.
yeah, next year. But they were trying to use me as their like motivation speech guy going into the championship.
They could have used you this year, but
Yeah, they could have. Next time.
Can't win them all though, because you fellas nearly won them all. Holy Rick. There's still a chance, but yeah, that's on, brother. Even the ABs, I'm sure any sporting organization could use you as an inspiration, brother. Think about it too. That's crazy. Is there any races in the world that you wanna sass up, that you wanna complete that you haven't yet, or do you wanna go and attempt?
Good question. There's one over in America called Western States. They just had it on the weekend. That'll be a cool one to do just because it's got a lot of hype around it. There's one in Canada called the Canadian Death Race, and that just sounds sick. So
yeah, 100.
So that's on the hit list. What else is there? Yeah, it's hard to say just a particular race. It's more so I just want to be in different countries, doing different races, and then that way I get my tourism from a different lens to most people. So lots of races out there and lots of countries, and I want to go everywhere and run everywhere.
Them all up there. Let's go. And them, how does it work for you, brother? Like with funding and all of that kind of stuff, like getting to all these races. Is it you like? How does all that work for you?
Yeah,
is it easy now? Or?
So I do have sponsors that pay for like a lot of the associated costs of running and all that.
Yeah.
However, I've kind of like built this brand.
Cloudlander.
Yeah, so I coach runners all around the world, and that's pretty much that's my business. I'm self-employed, and that pays for everything really. So just go hard on that. Keep coaching, keep running. Yes, I'm a professional runner, but at the same time, my running is more like it's my marketing to show people that I'm credible as a coach, because I obviously know what I'm doing in order to perform at the level that I'm performing, and then I offer the service of teaching them how to train and perform in the ways that I do.
Who do you think has been the most impactful on? Because you said it's the most fastest growing running like sport, right? Or thing is who do you think has been the most impactful on that becoming so like on helping the growth of that, like whether it's content wise, like has David Goggins played a part in something like that? I don't know where he stands in any of that, or I only know about long running because of that follow, that's all. But I got no idea. Yeah.
No, Goggins hasn't. I think he might have done like one of these races maybe 10 years ago, and he didn't do so good.
He's a big boy too, eh?
Yeah, no, I think it's just the fact that it's a very. The reason it's got so popular is because it's very inclusive. Like yes, you've got fellas like me who are doing the elite stuff and going for 4 or 5 days at a time when we're doing big ones. But at the same time, like anybody can run 6.7 kilometers in an hour. So lots of people have gotten very involved in this sport, and it's just developed a bit of a cult following. Because you can have people that'll run 1 or 2 or 6 laps, and they get to run shoulder to shoulder with some of the best athletes in the world or the best athletes in their country. And so long as you're still in the race, you're considered first equal. And so there's a very social aspect to these things, and yeah, I think that's why people like them.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And I definitely see like on the gram and all of that, it does be looking cool to go for a bit of a run too. So you know what I mean. Yeah, the people don't mind that as well. Whatever reasons, like you know that it's popular, it's pretty cool, man. That's pretty on. How have you found coaching? Have you like did you ever coach people before, like before all of this?
Yeah, bro. So I've been coaching mainly rugby
Okay.
since I was in high school. So started coaching rugby in high school. Jumped back into it when I was in my like early 20s. Started coaching like kids club rugby,
Yep.
and then I moved over to the States to coach rugby there.
Oh, true.
And
Who, where, how did that situation come up?
yeah, for sure. So I was playing and coaching in Nashville, Tennessee, and it was just because I was just sick of the career path that I was on. So I figured I'd create something for myself. So I just kind of materialized it out of thin air. It wasn't a program or anything. It was just I jumped on Facebook and punched in the search bar random place names and put rugby after them, and then it would come up with rugby clubs and universities and whatever. And I just messaged them, and I basically said I sold them my idea about coaching Kiwi rugby in America. And yeah, eventually had a few people that were keen for me to come over and do my thing, and I did that, and yeah, built a bit of a world for myself over there for a few years.
Was this pre MLR?
I want to say it was just pre MLR. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, I first went over there in 2016, and I can't remember if MLR had quite. It was.
Yeah,
It
I
was.
think
It
17
was
or 18 it started, I think
yeah,
around
so I was
then.
pretty close to then. America had one professional rugby league over there prior, which had collapsed, and then the
Yeah.
MLR is the new thing. So yeah, just playing and coaching rugby over there. Obviously got more into my running, got hardcore into my running 2021, and
Oh, you were still in America at that time?
on and off.
Okay.
I used to go back and forth between New Zealand and America, kind of chasing the summer, and yeah, I just figured like I had a passion for the endurance sports stuff, and I was getting real good at the running, and so I worked for a few years in the background, just honing my skills and gaining credibility in running, and just making myself as close to best in the world as I possibly could, and then I figured it once that was a done deal, then I would have the credibility to teach people how to do that. And yeah, I launched my business about a year ago and been coaching runners all over the place ever since, and that's allowed me to exit the corporate world, and I don't have no boss, and I just run and I coach.
Yeah, he's the daddy. That's it, brother. Yeah, he the boss. I like it, brother. What was your biggest takeaway from the American experience?
My wife.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, she's from those ways.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Met Anna in 2019, and just before COVID, and lots of long distance because of COVID, and that sucked. But
Oh, I bet.
she moved to New Zealand at the end of 2021, and she's been here for like 2.5 years now.
Oh yeah, because that's right. Fucking during COVID, you're like, nobody was really allowed, like through into the country. So yeah, how did that work? Where you literally just you're together for a few months, and then you're back in New Zealand in
Yeah,
lockdown.
we met, and then we had 6 months apart because of COVID, and then I went over there like right in the middle of COVID, which was kind of sketch, but it was all good. And then, we figured we wouldn't have to do long distance again, and then we didn't we didn't see each other for another 12 months after that. That sucked.
Far up, brother.
Lots of FaceTime, lots of calls through Snapchat, but
Lots of FaceTime cuddles there. That's it. Let's go. You gotta do what you gotta do. Bro, power to you though. He's made it through, cuz, and now what?
Yeah, bro. And honestly, that probably made us as strong as we are now. Like we are. Like we got a pretty damn good relationship. No problems, no nothing. I think it's because the first couple of years of our relationship, we were just forced to talk. We were just forced to communicate, and so we just communicate real good.
That's all you had here. You didn't have no physical touch or anything. Yeah, I get it, brother.
Exactly.
The only thing you had was communication. Wow. Well, right. That's all now. And I can see by the way you've lit up, bro, as soon as you talked about her there, like she means the world to you, brother. That's on, you know. Hey, shout out to as a Hannah. Shout out to the sis Hannah. Eh? Yeah. How did you actually meet though? Can we know that story or nah?
Tinder.
You're the Tinder. Yeah. You never know. See, some people be hating on Tinder. Like I've been at a jam myself, but you know, so I've heard of some good stories off there. And here's another one. Hey, the great Sam and the great Sam and Hannah Harvey. Hey?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. What was your bio, cuz?
Oh fuck! I don't know. Can't remember the bio, but first line was, "You're the kind of beautiful that make a guy want to steal you back to his island."
Especially being over there, yeah. And you're taking them back to the South Island, eh? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm not looking for that kind of commitment." And I was just like, "Oh, sorry, just jokes," but it wasn't jokes.
No, solid. What's the? He's got kids or anything yet, or not yet? Or?
Nah, we're just chilling, bro.
Yeah, she into a bit of running too, or?
Nah, no running for her. I do enough running for 10 people.
Fucking 100 people out. That's it, cuzzy. No, solid. So long term, do you think you'll end up moving back to the States, or you think home's where the
it was on the plans, but I don't know. We'll see. America's stirring a lot of shit in the world, and it's
America.
I don't know when
the world might get sick of it one day, cuz. Yeah.
When there's talk of World War III and shit like that, it's not so bad being in a quiet little island in the middle of nowhere.
Well, that's what they say, eh? Like if that stuff does pop off, like the South Island would be the best place to be away from, you know, unless you can be in Antarctica, I guess.
Hardcore. So yeah, we're pretty happy. We're pretty safe. Just chilling here and enjoying life.
How does it work? But what about when you like gap over to Oz, or she just kick back at home, or you just go together?
The race that I just did over in Oz, she came with me. Doesn't come to all my races because it's my job. It's a lot of racing.
A lot of racing. Yeah, and what you gonna do? Sit there and watch you for like? It's not like you're like playing a 2-hour game. Exactly. 80 minutes. Yeah, no, exactly. I get it, bro.
So when we can, we try and turn it into a holiday and go together, but it's not always possible. Sometimes it's just got to be a business trip, and I head over and I do the thing and make my way back.
Got the FaceTime there anyway, cuz
Exactly.
Yeah. So what kind of music was Sam Harvey into growing up, or what are you into now? Well, do you listen to music or nothing?
A bit of everything, man. Bit of everything. It's interesting though, like I used to be heavily reliant on like listening to music to get myself through these super long races, and now I don't know, maybe I've listened to all the music and this doesn't do anything for me anymore.
Oh, true. So you just straight fucking ears out there. You just
listening to the sound of my footsteps and the wind, and I don't know, on the really long races and shit, I'll do like a lot of self-talk. So I'm just probably sound.
Got us a couple lines. Got us a couple lines from the self-talk book of Sam Harvey.
Like, you're going good. Going good, Sammy. Going good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Smashing them, boy. Keep it up. Let's go. Let's go.
True.
All day, buddy. All day, buddy. And it'll just be
Bloody-
like that for an hour straight. It's just me
Yeah,
just cheering myself up.
true, eh? That's on, but at least it's positive too. Because some people they'd be like, "You're useless."
Yeah, straight up. I mean, you got to be
Yeah.
careful with what you think and what you speak because that becomes your reality. So, yeah, speak positive, think positive, and you become positive. Even if you're feeling like shit, well, especially when you're feeling like shit, it's like, G yourself up, speak good, think good, force it. If you force it long enough, it actually like that becomes the reality, and then all of a sudden you're in a good mood, and that's what carries you through the shit.
Did you develop that too, or did just someone tell you that to do that stuff?
I mean, I think I probably developed it on my own. Not to say that I own that by any means, because it's
no, but just for yourself, you sort of didn't really come from anywhere but your own journey.
Yeah, definitely. I heard a quote by a friend a while back, and it was, "Let your tongue be your rudder."
You're the rudder. Stay in the right direction, cares.
Exactly. So speak what you want to be your reality. If you want your reality to be positive, then yeah, there's no space for negative words.
That's solid, cuz I like people talk about like that stuff, right? But I feel like some people that say that kind of stuff aren't really living it. But like hearing it from you, someone who fucking loves it, like you said, like you just say this stuff to you over and over for an hour, cuz like even that short little spurt of you saying those little spiels, but I felt that, cuz I felt like I'm not if like feel it in here, but I feel like you believe that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that you are, and obviously it's a testament to what you do, brother. Yeah.
Straight up.
How's the olds now? Are they still around?
Yeah. My mum's my main crew person, so she looks after me at all.
So she comes with you to wherever you go.
Yeah, wherever. So racing in hometown this weekend was quite nice because it made it logistically a lot easier than most of my big international races. But yeah, no, they're well into it. My dad was a pretty hectic runner when he was younger, and so he froths the running, and he comes to all of the races as well. And mum crews me, and dad crews mum.
Yeah, that's it. Whānau affair, brother. Yeah. With that too, brother. Like, what does that entail? Like, what do they need to do as a crew to crew you? What does mum need to like? What does she bring? What does she? Yeah.
Feeding, watering, clothing,
all of
the things. Yeah. So like on the last man standing races, because it's on a loop, then you generally set up in tent city, and we have a gazebo, and mum turns the gazebo into a home, basically. Got heater and carpet and furniture and beds and cookers and just everything, and then they're just keeping me clothed and fed every time I'm in there, and I don't know, fixing any problems, because all sorts of little emergencies happen, and they help me fix them, whether it's medical emergencies or clothing emergencies, or there's always shit going wrong, and if the runner can't fix it, then that's what the crew person's for.
So she has to stay up there if you stay up for 50 hours, she stays up there the whole time.
She'll get like little micro naps, but it's very broken.
While you're doing your loop and all of that stuff.
Yeah, if she can get to sleep, then she'll get to sleep, but it's very broken, and so it's very, very tiring for them as well. And then but then sometimes like she's got to use that 45 minutes while I'm away to cook, clean, like get everything ready so it's ready for the next time I come in. So
Yeah.
it's not like she gets to just chill
Just
out.
chillax on Instagram or something on bloody TikTok. Yeah, I get it, bro. But like, you've got to be time efficient too. So mum's obviously sharp at that process and probably got it down to a fine art now, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that's cool. But that's even more inspiring. Not only like what you do and how you do it, but the fact that you're doing it with your partner too. You're doing it with your family, cause that's on. Hey, brother, that's on. That's
Yeah,
me.
boy.
What about when mumsy comes with you? Like when wife comes, does she do a bit of that stuff too? Or?
Yeah, she'll help crew out, crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, my mum's pretty dominant on that shit. So Hannah just leaves mum to do her thing.
Yeah. What kind of fuel do you need, brother? Like for yourself, or what the specific things that you like?
Yeah, it really changes race by race.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you'll turn up to a race and the thing that you've eaten nine times out of 10 just doesn't work, just won't go down the hatch. And
True.
So you've got to adapt. So yeah, eat a lot of real food, a lot of noodles, rice, lots of lollies, and then yeah, lots of endurance sport.
What lollies are we talking about?
All sorts of lollies, licorice, chocolate,
True.
gummies, yeah, that kind of thing. And then lots of like actual endurance fuel, so like gels and electrolyte powder drink. So yeah,
You have all those on, heaps of those on you when you're running too, or now too much weight? Some of them
on the last man standing races, just because like you're going to be back every 45 minutes to 50 minutes. It's just like sit down, get everything on board that you need to get on board, and then when the next loop starts, just start and run it, and then that way your hands are free and you're not carrying anything. If it's a super hot race, then maybe like carry some fluid and stuff on you so you can drink while you're out there. But yeah, no, generally just don't carry too much.
Have you been like mid loop and like, fuck, I need to go for a mud or something?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, true. Oh, wretched, eh? See.
Yeah, no, it happens all the time.
True. Then you just go for a sneaky in the bush and then carry on, or nah, you hold it.
It depends on the course. If there is a place for a sneaky, then sweet. Yep. And then yeah, if not, you're like, oh fuck, gotta hold it.
Fuck, clench the cheeks, my cousin. Keep boosting. Solid. Then what do you tell yourself? You can hold it, Sam. You can hold it. Yeah, fucking hell. That's gangster.
Nah, you're just like, oh fuck. Can I hold it?
Have you had any accidents, my bro?
Fuck. Pretty much.
I probably would have popped deep. Yeah, true. I reckon I would pop them if I did that shit. Yeah. Fuck, we're not gonna go, cuz I gotta go.
Never trust a fart in one of these races.
Not those ones, brother. Oh my goodness. Bro, before we get out of here, I've got a couple of little quick questions, if that's okay.
Sweet as, bro.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, every day you got to eat this meal, what do you choose?
My mum's eggs Benedict.
Yeah, that's top. How do you have it? How does she?
So toasted English muffins with shaved champagne ham, and then runny poached eggs, and then my mum makes this killer hollandaise sauce. It's like way better than the restaurants, and it's like very, very lemony, very zesty, and honestly, I could eat my weight in that shit.
Like you never ever like it's never been in front of you and you've got sick of it. Like, yeah, let's be down every time. So what is mum's name? Can we know mum's name or no?
Mirren.
Shout out to Auntie Mary. Yeah, is Mary?
Oh, Mirren.
Yeah. Oh, Mirren. Sorry, I thought it had a little lamb. But yeah, I got it. Mirren, shout out to Mirren. Hey, fucking oof. That's it. Every day, mum's eggs Benny with her special hollandaise sauce, extra zest. That's it. Well, your superpowers, cuz. If you could have a superpower besides all the superpowers you already possess, which one would you choose and why? Or maybe even create one if you want to create one.
Probably flying. Flying would be pretty sick.
Yeah, just fly around those loops. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, just fly. Just yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like a bird's eye view things, or just to fly to places.
Yeah, or both. Yeah, bird's eye view, just checking places out. Freedom.
This freedom, brother. Flight. I like it. Got any piece of advice for anybody out there that wants to get into the game?
Start small and be consistent. Small and consistent efforts over heroic and infrequent efforts, because you are what you do repeatedly. And if you want to be a runner, then you need to run repeatedly. The problem with people trying to get into running is they try and bite off more than they can chew all at once. Go for big runs, go for hard runs, hurt themselves, and lose the interest. Where if you just start with little stuff and you're just doing it multiple days a week, then that's how you get really good. You just little and often, and that all adds up until you can eventually do crazy big stuff. But yeah.
So okay, now make that a quote, somebody. That's it, brother. Give us visualization 10 years from now. What do you hope life looks like for 41-year-old Sam Harvey?
Yosh. Good question. Well, hopefully I have a good handful of kids that I'll be teaching how to run as well, and just be living a happy and healthy life with my family, and whatever comes with that comes with that. So long as we're all happy and healthy, that's all I can ask for. Hopefully living in a world where travel's still possible and can go and see lots of beautiful places, and probably have a boat.
Yeah, the boat. I like it. Well, where's 3 places you would like to travel to, like that you haven't been to, just off the top of your head?
Oh, that I haven't been to. Shit.
Yeah, and why do you want to go to these 3
I
places?
I usually find the places I want to go to and I go to them.
Oh, so you already been everywhere you want to
go. Is there anywhere left? Oh, I haven't been to Italy yet.
And why do you want to go to Italy?
I don't know. History, beauty, climate, Mediterranean. Yeah, I'd probably follow on that buzz, like Italy, Croatia, Montenegro, that kind of. Yeah, probably that kind of area. Oh, one of my buddies, he runs a running vacations business out of Portugal. So
Lisbon. Oh, down the south.
No, one of the Portuguese islands off the west coast of Portugal. I can't remember what it's called, but just pretty European places, kind of around the Mediterranean is some places that I'm keen to knock off that I haven't already.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting, brother. I can't wait to see you achieve everything that you want to achieve, and also, travel to all these places and see all these little Sam Harvey, Hannah Harvey kids running around, little runners breaking records or chasing their dad's records. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just want to say too, my brother, time's the most valuable commodity we have as human beings. The one thing we can never get back. We can always get back money, things, but time spent is time lost, brother. So thank you for sharing nearly an hour of your time with myself and anybody that listens to this for years to come. I know you're tired as, brother. I know you're exhausted, but I'm grateful, Cuzzy, that you dug deep and gave us nearly an hour, Cuzzy. I'm grateful, my bro, and hopefully it's not the last time. Maybe one day, if I'm in Christchurch, you're there, and old auntie's ready to make some of that eggs benny, we can come and have a feed, cuz.
Brother.
Hey, big love, my bro. Appreciate you, cuzzy, and keep inspiring and keep being you, bro. And straight up, I take a lot of inspiration from what you say, cuzzy. Even in my own podcasting journey, on my way to trying to be the biggest in the world eventually. Yeah, I was gonna keep telling myself I am till I am.
Hard out, Shubz. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me, my man.
Sweet. Thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms.